Yeah, we're starting.
All right. So what's your work like? All right. Imagine every fucking thing all at once in your head. The girl you fucked last night, the fight you got into with your sister, the fact that you're broke, the fact that you just made a lot of money, and all those things that they're constantly on your mind. Imagine taking them on one page and looking at it all at once. Total chaos. I mean, people look at my work and it's extremely overwhelming, and extremely violent and sexual, but I do it in such a childlike way, that it almost becomes something that's more, acceptable to people. Because people have a hard time sometimes, looking at two people having sex, or a guy jerking off on a woman's face, or a man being, have his head smashed in by a hammer while horses dance around him.
I'm Adam Kruger. I do oil painting on canvas, cut out, put on plastic, and then the plastic is like taped to the wall. So then the work flows in and out of the wall. Basically, for these new pieces of mine that are cut out, and they use the atmosphere in the wall behind them, I need a blank wall, semi-pristine. I mean, I can't really have anything interfering with the image, such as this wall wouldn't work to actually show my work because of all the cracks and the discoloration. I need a white wall because the negative space is part of my piece. So even part of the wall over there, even though I don't have an image, that is part of this. And it creates this weird atmosphere.
We're walking down to the Canal chapter. It's a gallery that just picked me up. They're going to be repping me. And they offered me my first solo show. But, I couldn't, do my first show without my right-hand man, Adam.
Ronnie used to throw some underground art shows on in the Lower East Side, and he invited me to be in a show. And I was a big fan of his work. He was a big fan of mine, even though I normally don't like the type of sporadic, just, I'm going to do this sort of thing. But somehow he can pull it off. And I really believe that. So I'm like, okay, I really respect what he does. It's something that I can't do.
After we started, doing these shows and parties in the Loft in the East Village, we really kind of wanted to do a step up and turn it into something that was, a little more than just us and our friends putting paintings on the wall. We wanted to create concepts about what was going on. So, I figured Adam was smart and he went to college, so maybe he'd be a good addition to the group. So we
started hanging out, and then we decided to start the 3B group together.
I started the 3B group. I'm the founder of it.
And so we started that up and put on a big show, and we started sharing a studio space together, and we realized that we really fed off of one another. Energy, themes, we worked really well. And so we figured, why not take that outside of the studio? If we work well in the studio together, why not do it in a gallery?
I love the Canal chapter. It's a gallery that was started by the 1134 crew. It's an infamous graffiti crew in New York. When I had the opportunity to be able to work with them, I had to jump at it because I knew that it wasn't going to be the same bullshit, the same Chelsea gallery. Because it's down here in beautiful Chinatown. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chinatown. How you doing?
Hey.
Hey. How are you? What's going on? It's the Canal chapter right here. New York's been cleansed too much, and Chinatown still holds that grittiness. Some Chinese guys standing over produce, smoking and spitting. Perfect place to be. This is the Canal chapter. Jen, here.
The show is Ron and Adam, and I guess they're going to be collaborating with one another. And the point of our gallery is that we transition the space into a new environment, like every time we have like a curatorial show. And both of them do great installations, so looking forward to whatever they're going to do. Hopefully they'll let me put my input in and listen to me. I doubt it though. What are you doing?
Huh? So you write my name on there.
Okay. Why?
So Adam knows I'm going to put stuff over here.
Okay.
I like the white walls.
The white walls?
Yeah.
Will Adam's stuff stick to them?
You'll figure it out.
Okay.
Everything I do takes a lot of planning. I mean, I have a lot of images that I started planning a couple months ago, maybe even a year ago, but they're not quite ready to produce yet because it needs to be perfect. Everything has to be totally thought out and there for a reason.
Well, Adam's kind of like, his paintings are very girlish, but, they have this very dark side to them too, like maybe like a Fiona Apple song or something. And Well, you know, mine's just kind of it's raw dog. You know, just go in there with a fucking hammer and just start beating the shit out of it.
Ronnie, he kind of just goes at it and jumps at the canvas and doesn't always consider what everything means or why it's there, actually. But he seems to get away with it, which is great. I wish I could.